Hey guys, what is up? It is SgamingR here with the 14th episode of my Let's Play Skyrim. We are on our way to High Hrothgar. Last episode we got sidetracked by a dragon and a couple of bandits. No matter, we took care of them in a couple of minutes slash seconds. Now, if you don't remember, this is part of the main quest. We're going to go visit the Greybeards, the master of the voice. They are going to help us learn to master our shouts, or to learn more shouts and just get better at shouting at people and creatures in general. Now, there are some clairvoyance lag. I think I've said this in another video, but sometimes, yeah, my PS3 is kind of old. I mean, I honestly think it depends on what you're playing on. Like, why this clairvoyance lag comes up. I don't think it's the game, because sometimes, like, if I just start up the game, it works perfectly, and then after I'm playing for 2 or 3 hours, or 4 or 5 hours, the clairvoyance lag gets really bad. You know, nothing too serious. Because what happens is that, you know, I use clairvoyance, and then I don't see a path, right? Now I'm wondering, oh crap, I have to turn back, and knowing me, I'm really lazy, and I hate turning back, which is why I clairvoyance spam a lot. As well as this, I also wait a lot, as you see right here, to regenerate my stamina. So yeah, clairvoyance whoring and wait whoring. Anyway, here's that bridge to the village I was talking about last episode. Now, in this town slash village, I'm not entirely sure what it is. It looks like a village, considering the roofs of those buildings over there. Everstead, that was the name. Yeah, it's actually small enough to be a village, not a town. I'm pretty sure it is. See, there's another clairvoyance lag. I turn around wondering, well, what the hell did I do wrong? Nope, it was just clairvoyance. Now, if you guys actually know the answer to this clairvoyance thing, please tell me, because I'm really curious why this sometimes happens and sometimes does not. Anyway, you don't have to do anything in this village, just go through. And those steps right there at the end of this bridge is where the road to High Hrothgar starts. So if you've already visited Everstead and you're on this mission to go to High Hrothgar, you might as well just fast travel to Everstead. I'm saying Everstead a lot. Anyway, you might want to fast travel here because you can just walk up the steps. It was in my way, right? I don't normally smack things to death. That's not really me. But the goat was I just realized the irony of that. Okay, the goat was in my way. So when things are in my way, you'll notice I just like to smack them to death, because I don't like things that are in my way. Like this moose here, I actually think I let it live. This goat. Because I felt bad for its brethren, you know. Once you kill its brethren, you have to let it live, because you don't want to discourage the goats. Actually, what they do is that they form this huge army and they come after you. It's insane. They're pretty powerful. Anyway, here's another hunter. This one has a name, which is interesting. Actually, I'm not entirely sure he's a hunter. Never mind, he's not a hunter, because hunters let you sell stuff. So yeah, I guess you'll find 2 or 3 travelers along the path here. And you can just question them about the shout the Greybeards did. They called Dovahkiin, which, if you don't know, means dragonborn in the dragon language. There's a ton of wolves, but I know, it got in my way, and as you know, things that get in my way get smacked to death. Anyway, yes, so the Greybeards shouted Dovahkiin after we had absorbed the dragon soul, proof that we are living dragonborn. Here's another wolf. And they called us. And you can't, in this game, you can't ignore a call from the Greybeards. Or like in the lore, supposedly, like the Jarl or the King of Whiterun tells you to go. And it's obviously a mission, and the only way to continue the main quest storyline, so if you want to do the main quest, then you have to go here. Now, we do fight a pretty strong enemy later on in this mission, yeah. Really strong, somewhat, for our level. And I do die against him. Actually, yeah. Yep, okay, he's coming up. So there's nothing really to this right here. You just follow clairvoyance, or just keep following the steps. You don't have to follow them exactly. You can just take a side route and saves time. But if you want to enjoy the nature, then the beauty of Skyrim, then go ahead and take the steps. Now, if you look up into the night sky, sometimes you will see these aura things, which can be quite pretty. Yeah, you know. Right now, there's something a little wrong with the sky because I think when I was playing this, I had been like my PS3 had been going for 4 to 6 hours, so it was like dying. But you know, normally it runs a lot smoother. It's not that it's not running smooth this episode. It seems to be running fine. But you know, it could be doing better. Anyway, here is a troll. As funny as it sounds, yes, he is standing over what looked like a bridge, even though he's supposed to be under it. And it's not a bridge that actually it's not a bridge that we can cross, but it's like one of those overhanging bridges. And this guy is powerful as hell. Frost trolls are insane. And it's not really dumb. I mean, they're extremely powerful. Like 2 hits, this guy will kill you. So this flame you might not want to do. Yes, it's sapping a lot of health, but the second, like, he will make Lydia fall to the ground in 3 hits, as you saw right there. So I'm running for my life, because I know that in 2 hits this guy can easily take me out. And I won't be able to kill him with this, like right there. 2 hits already got me down all the way to bottom health, and he kills me. As I was saying before, trolls are like one of the only monster, if not the only few, I'm not entirely sure, monsters in Skyrim that regenerate health. So you gotta kill them fast, otherwise they'll regenerate, which completely sucks. It's a pain in the ass when literally I remember on a null save, me and a troll were kind of running around this stone. He couldn't catch up to me, and I just kept sniping him with my arrows. But he kept regenerating his health, so I kept getting arching levels. I honestly gained like five archery levels, but you know, his health kept going back up to max. So that means you gotta deal damage fast. Another thing to note is that these frost trolls are really susceptible to fire. So if you have a fire elemented weapon, like a weapon that's enchanted to do fire damage, or a bow, you should use that, or just use flame spells if you're a magic user. There, I got a free sneak level. I'm gonna want to get some sneak damage here. I no idea how that arrow missed. To be honest, I think it's because, you know, there's a wind in Skyrim, so yeah, there's a wind factor you can take into effect. If I'm not mistaken, just correct me on that. But I'm pretty, and also distance-wise, so the arrow will drop, because it's not like it's not Call of Duty. It's not a gun. It's not gonna not drop. You can't take out someone from across Skyrim with a submachine gun. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, you gotta take into account the wind and air, and you know, obviously the weight of the arrow, so the arrow will drop. So aim it a little over his head, and at this distance, just a little bit, nothing too far, because an arrow will still fly pretty damn straight. You are putting enough velocity behind it. Now, one thing to note is that when you have your arrow drawn and you're not trying to shoot, I am not entirely sure how to like withdraw the arrow, if that makes sense. I've never really figured this out. I would just shoot into like the ground and then just pick up the arrow. Sometimes won't even be able to. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I managed to get like the tiniest bit of troll health down with the arrows. So I do the same strategy I was doing before, because as I said, trolls are really susceptible to fire. Another thing to note is that this guy has 3 eyes, so he is ugly as hell. So don't look at him because you get freaked out and you know, never mind. But here I was trying to like learn how to double equip, because for some reason when I was in the favorite screen, all I would do was use X to equip on the PS3. But you can just use L1 and R1 to equip left hand and right hand. And yeah, because the reason is, as I was saying before, two-handed weapons, too slow, but two one-handed weapons make for insanely fast and powerful attacks. Here I am really sorry about this. Finally figured it out. Left hand, right hand. Now, swinging both at the same time, holding both R1 and L1, devastating. It's quite amazing. As you can see, I literally just wrecked that troll. So it's a suggestion. You guys might want to do this because it's a great strategy. If you're still unsure of what you want to be in Skyrim, so obviously there is things you can be in Skyrim. You know, you can be a mage, an archer, a warrior, but there's obviously subcategories of each thing besides arching. Actually, arching's pretty straightforward. And as far as I've seen, I've never seen someone play Skyrim as an archer. Arching's just something you do well when you're trying to arch. So as you see, it's pretty awesome, right? Anyway, yeah, so it's normally, combos I see are normally just mage, or melee arching and mage. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I use everything because I like all the attack styles, the 3 different attack styles in this game. Sorry, I completely left out Thief as well as others. No, I think it should be just Thief, right? Assassin, that's what I meant to say. So yes, if you're that sneaking kind of guy, you can go ahead and assassinate. Now, in this early in the game, I really don't do much of that. I don't sneak at all. I don't assassinate. When I join the Dark Brotherhood, which is the evil guild of assassins, yes, you'll see me assassinating a lot of people because you get those robes and your sneak level goes up really high. And you become, yeah, a boss, really. So guys, that troll was like, I guess you could say the boss to the entrance boss to High Hrothgar, because I mean, as of now, I would say he's one of the harder enemies we fought. The two dragons and the troll were probably the 3 hardest enemies we fought as of now, and we'll be fighting a lot harder later. Okay, now I wanted to tell you guys about storing weapons in Skyrim. Now, sorry, storing any kind of item, weapons, armor in Skyrim, just in case any of you are having this problem. So, let's say you're in my position, you're too poor to afford a house, and even if you are not poor, the only house you can buy is the one that costs 5,000 coins in Whiterun, even though there are much better houses out there, to be honest. So you don't want to waste your money on that. So I would suggest, let's say you're running out of space. So I would suggest storing all your stuff in this chest right here. Now, storing something in a chest in a Skyrim that is not your house. That if the chest is not in your house, yes, there's a chance the stuff will not be there when it comes back. However, I think it's safe to say that there's a 0% chance that this will happen with this chest that I'm storing my stuff in. And I've seen this in another video, and this is why I think it's safe. Now let's see, I'm on my 83rd playthrough of Skyrim right now. Like, I have 83 playthroughs left to go. This is the 14th. And I'm still using this chest. I have not bought a house yet because there's so much other stuff you can spend your gold on, you know, instead of spending on a house. So yes, I would suggest using this chest because there's no one around, so there's no one there to steal your items. Anyway, just go ahead and drop off. What I do suggest is drop off all the dragon bones and dragon scales because they take up a huge amount of the weight. I mean, dragon bones are 15, dragon scales are 10, so these do account for a lot of the weight. So I'd suggest after you kill a dragon, go up here, drop your stuff off, so that you don't forget before you go into a dungeon. Anyway, this is all the time I have with you guys. please join me for the next episode, Skyrim Playthrough 15.